Check. 1, 2, 3.
The D. Brief. This is the D Brief.
Go. Your guide to Detroit.
Your guide to Detroit's arts
and entertainment scene.
This is the D
Brief.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm your co-host. My name is Seth Ressler.
And I'm Becky Scarcello.
And I know you're in a good mood because we're talking about food today.
Always, yeah.
You're so easy to please.
I know, I really, if we're talking about art, music, food, but food is, hits all my buttons.
Yes, I know it does.
Yeah.
We have a chef with us, and this is a chef who is having quite a year.
Oh,
I think it's fair
incredible.
to say.
Yes.
We're talking about a James Beard semi-finalist, also voted Best Chef of the Year by Eater Detroit. A lot going on. This is Chef Genevieve Vang of Bangkok96. Now, there's two of them. There's one there in the Detroit Shipping Company, which has been there for about a year, celebrating its first anniversary. And then there's Bangkok96 in Dearborn, which has been there for quite a while now.
Number of years, yeah.
So, Chef Genevieve, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on this year that you're having.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth. Thank you. It was a great honor for me. Come to Detroit is a huge, it's something very, it take you to the national, which is a Dearborn is very nice too, but it's always like a local. But national is very important for a chef to come to Detroit. Yeah.
So you feel the difference, even though they're not very far apart.
Yeah.
Just by moving into the Detroit Shipping Company, you feel like all of a sudden the press nationally and these organizations like James Beard start paying attention?
Correct, because the Detroit, it look like Chicago, it look like Washington, D.C., New York, Paris,
I don't think Detroit looks like Paris, but I understand what you mean.
Well, why not?
More than Dearborn, I guess.
It used to be known as the Paris of the Midwest.
We have to say it look like a Paris. In evil, yes.
Well, and you have an intimate familiarity with Paris.
Yes, because
Correct.
I lived in Paris for many years, and this is home for me. This is the American dream, to be a chef in Detroit and at Dearborn. Great. It was an honor. It was an honor.
Well, let's talk about this story, and your personal story. You were born in Laos, right?
I was born in Laos, but I'm not Lao. I'm not Thai. I am Hmong. Hmong people come from border Mongolia and China. So when they lost the country, they have to migrate to different country, to China, to Vietnam, to Thai, to Laos. So my parents and great parents end up to Laos. So I became, I live in Laos. But 1975, I became a refugee and fled to Thailand, live in a camp refugee for 2 years and fled to Paris like a refugee also. Yeah.
And this is because of
the Khmer Rouge, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because the Hmong people get involved to the CIA, so we have to get out of the country,
right?
Because it's not safe.
It wasn't safe for your family.
Not safe for the family.
And how old are you at that point?
I was 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I was young, but when you was born, the time the war, even you were a young age, you feel like you already 13,
Right.
Yeah.
You grow
because
up
you
fast.
you survive. It's a survivor. Yeah, you survive everything. Yeah.
So you land in France.
I landed in France like a refugee. Yes.
Where? And you're in Paris?
Normandy.
Oh.
Normandy.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So my dad, he just killed himself because he was a soldier. He left to the army. He was 9, so must be mental.
Right.
And he disappeared for 2 years. So we found his body close to the house because he just, that we knew he just wanted us to survive, go to France. But basically he don't like, it's too difficult for the old people. Speak French, don't have car. It's just so struggle.
It's a lot to learn when you're already an adult.
Yeah. And Hmong people always want to live like it together, but went to France, he's by himself. So the loneliness become a killer for the family.
Wow.
Yeah, isolation, I call. Yeah.
Gotcha. So from Normandy,
Yes.
where do you go? And at what point are you developing an interest in food?
I always love food because I saw around way back home in Laos. My parents have a house for lease, so always those old lady, cook in the morning, take to the market. So I exposure to that neighborhood or cook food every morning, and every Sunday my mom always took us to the temple, Buddhist temple. So that's exposure to the best food in the world because my advice to other chef, please chef, if you want to go to Southeast Asian, there's one place you miss. Go to the temple and every Sunday, you taste the food there. That's how you bring us something very unique. That's how the food, the beautiful food they offer to God. The soul, they take a pride to cook for the monk.
So it's the best of the best.
It's the best and the best. From someone, a grandma or lady, just make the best food to offer to God. Yeah.
Is there a difference between Hmong cuisine or cuisine from Laos?
It's totally different. Our Hmong cuisine, I think be a chef, not many Hmong chefs out there and talk about Hmong food, but I would like to show to my community, Detroit, the Hmong food is beautiful because you can eat every day. It's not salty, it's not sweet, it's not spicy. It's just normal food. You can eat, a lot of vegetable because back home we don't have money. So most
the meat's too expensive.
99% of population had to be vegetarian.
Right.
For the whole year.
Sure. By necessity.
Yes. And we eat fish, but we're not close to the rivers. So if you don't have money, how are we going to eat fish, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not close to the ocean. So basically vegetarian all the time.
And when you talk about vegetables, are you talking about the same vegetables that we would get here, or is it different?
I saw we have a potato, but potato for us back home is like a gourmet asparagus.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, because it's not you have a bag of potato. You have to grow. You have to have the seed and grow your potato, but you don't see on the market potato though. Yeah, but mostly people live there. They have. We all depend on jungle. Whatever grown in jungle, we eat from the jungle, like a mushroom. Every vegetable grown in the jungle, we
sort of wild.
Yeah, so wild.
Produce,
yeah.
Foraging as opposed to farming.
Like a farm, yeah. Or we can grow our vegetable like a lot of mustard seed and mustard flower. Broccoli is different than broccoli here, but it's a Chinese and broccoli. Green, everything green we grow and we use for everyday vegetable. So basically we have no salt. And we have no salt to cook because we don't have money to buy salt.
Okay.
Right.
And nobody know how to make salt. But I do now. I say, look back and say, oh my God, my generation, if I am now, I'm back home, I know how to make salt.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have salt, so we just eat like a boiled vegetable or stir-fried vegetable. And we don't have oil because we don't have animal to kill and use the fat to collect it with fat. People so poor and they have to depend, more stove, more grow meat, and which is a very healthy though. There's something healthy. People never get sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't have a lot of what plagues Americans.
Yeah, we don't have. We never see sugar. I saw sugar before the war.
Right.
1972, I saw the first cube of sugar.
Wow.
That's all. And that's very strange for me. But
well, then let's talk about where you picked up all your bad habits.
When you moved to the U.S.
I call it a good habit, yeah.
I mean, talk a little bit about your time in France and then how you wind up here in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yes. When I live in France, so life has been hard because my father passed away. My mom always sick, and she got the surgery all the time. A lot of medication, and she's kind of lost. And there's no family there, so I have to find a husband and marry to someone. Maybe that person can come and help my family, take away from that location because it's a big drama. So I found my husband, I married him, and we still married until now.
Nice.
Oh.
So you made a good choice.
So I make a good choice, and he brought me here because his family all here, and he came to United States. So thank you for my husband. And
What was he doing wandering around France?
Looking for her.
He's a refugee too, and he's by himself. He just fled to Paris by himself, surround his aunt, But he found out his parents and his family came here, United States. So he came to United States to live here. So we came here in 1989, and my older brother, he came here. He was a chef. He's a very good chef. Everything I know, I learned from him, and that's inspired me so much. And I learned from him and do my own thing. And we opened in Bangkok 96 on Telegraph Road, Dearborn, and that's been quite popular. Yeah.
Yeah. And so why Thai food?
Thai food, I think. That question is very, very. Very interesting. Why not a Hmong food? Because Hmong food is not known. But even Thai food in 1989, I think still very early for Thai food from Michigan. Nobody know.
No.
Right? It's only been popular for 30 years or 35 years. So it was a very challenge. Or even open a Thai food. We thought open a Thai food is easy for us to make a living. But it was a challenge for a couple of years. But the fact that he was a very good chef and the quality of food draw a lot of business. So we are lucky. We were lucky. I remember sometime we just look at the window and hope customers come and try our food.
Well, and you probably thought once they try it, they'll do the same. But there's that awareness that you had to build.
Yeah. And one time my brother is not busy. He just played like Buddhist, lighting candle. And one time he forgot to turn off the candle. We went home the next day, the whole building burned out.
What?
No. When was this?
The one at Michigan Avenue, 1989. Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't busy, so he just prayed God, make sure it's blessed, this place, people come eat. So he do his own thing, and the next day, the place burned.
Yeah, I don't think that prayer worked so well.
So we were so struggled because it wasn't busy, though, because Thai food, nobody know.
Right.
And was it just you and your brother involved in this restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my brother and my husband and my sister-in-law.
Oh, so it's a whole big family affair.
Wow. So they had to take some courage then to rebuild.
Yeah, so we don't get paid for a couple of years because there's no profit, no money.
Wow.
It was a struggle.
So what are you doing in those intervening years after that happens? I mean, are you opening another restaurant? Are you working in other restaurants in the meantime?
No, I was pregnant, and after that, we come back to Dearborn and open a Bangkok 96 on Telegraph Road. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we knew he opened so many places, and maybe someday that place is not working, so we want to keep that area our customer. So we very focused to that area. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what does the 96 signify?
Bangkok 96 is the year we opened, 1996.
Oh, okay.
The new one.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's only 2 numbers, so it's easy for the customer to remember us. Yeah,
Right.
And we're the only one. But there's a one in California, San Francisco, called 1969.
Oh, really?
So sometimes they call for carry out and say, "Oh, you're too far." Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a distance.
Grubhub doesn't go there, right? Yeah.
And what are some of your signature dishes there that really took off, like your customer favorites?
Which location, Dearborn?
Yeah.
I think the whole menu is fantastic. Even I'm not Thai, but I'm a Hmong chef, but I make the best food. For the past 35 years, I never say I make the best food, but today I have to say I make the best Thai food. I'm not Thai. So I'm looking for American chef and make the best Thai food. Chef, American chef, or any international chef. You can be the best chef, make the best Thai food. I'm looking to see you. Yeah.
She's throwing down
Even
the
you're not
She
Thai.
is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, you've earned it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have, influences from, for example, Hmong cuisine creeping into the Thai food? I mean, are there things that you want to, do or that you take from your history?
Well, that's the reason I come to Detroit, because I want to I want to create something from my root,
Yep.
where I came from. And I'm still carrying Bangkok 96 street food because the location inside the Detroit shipping company is about food. So for me to do what I'm trying to do, maybe it was not the destination for me. But that's why I still use Bangkok 96 street food to support my business. But I can go outside and to create something, a different name.
Yeah.
Hmong food, and still me, and it's still the best food. And it's going to be different. And it's going to be edible and beautiful, yes.
So we got something to look forward to.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's talk about the restaurant that's been open there at Detroit Shipping Company. First of all, how did that come about, and what's it been like in the first year?
You know what? To get that spot in the Detroit Shipping Company, go back to 4 or 5 years, it's not easy. I hired a company to help me to do introduction and try to get a spot, but that's impossible because the landlord don't know me.
Right.
So he say, well, we have to see it. Somehow one night I was so frustrated. The other place, and I just Google Detroit Shipping Company, and they're looking for Asian. So right away, I just email that night to the landlord, and he just responded right away. He said, I want to see you tomorrow. So I was so happy.
Wow.
And, everything happened so quick, but actually I wasn't ready too, because you're always looking for different location, different opportunity, but come too serious, then that's oh my God, so fast.
Wait, now I have to do this.
Now I have to do it, yeah.
Have some
So, but I
staff
did, and I took my chance. And my husband said, "You're not gonna make it because your menu is too different."
From the original location?
Yes,
Yeah.
from Bangkok 96 because it's too different.
What are some of the key differences?
The menu is different, the name is so different, but those name and those dish came from my root.
Right.
The way I cook the meat, I take a shoulder, pork or beef shoulder to press down the meat, press the muscle, and the meat is so tender. And the chicken breast, we have a dish called grilled chicken, which is I should call Hmong grilled chicken, which is a chicken breast all natural, but the meat is just like a filet mignon. You don't need a knife. You just need a fork. And that's become our number one signature too.
Oh, the chicken. Okay.
The chicken.
I'm a fan of the pad thai roll.
Yeah, the pad thai roll is the pad thai roll is it have a lot of creativity there. Mm-hmm. When I came to the Detroit Shipping Company, I look at the bar. Outside, bar inside, and the table is so long. So I say, I have to make something unique for this place. Nobody have. So I take the pad thai, wrap in a burrito, and make it crispy and cut for slice like a sushi, and sprinkle some sauce and green onion and peanut. And it was so interesting. People just come and see, like, oh my God.
Right.
The travel just come and see the pad thai burrito because it's so different.
Yeah, it's visually appealing. It tastes good.
Yeah. And this is exactly, chef, you have to create something. You take you don't need to stress out. Take a popular dish and take to the next level.
Take a twist on it.
Exactly.
I like too how at your booth you have some of those as examples, so
Right,
people can see.
Even though it's a small space, it's very visual in that you can see what you're going to order.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
came
like that.
from retail, and when you own a company retail business, you have to understand marketing. When customers just get 2 seconds, so visually 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. So the 2 seconds, and you create a menu nobody know, like a Detroit Shipping Company, my menu. What is a candy beef? People always ask a question, candy beef, is it sweet? Because the candy is sweet. But no, it's not sweet because it's cut like a bite-sized candy. But it's confusing customer because they thought it's
They
too
think
sweet.
it refers to taste. Yeah.
And nobody know what is a grilled chicken, is a pad thai roll. Nobody know anything about the beside the appetizer. So put the food, couple sample on the table. I think that's make you sell faster your product.
Yes,
because it's so
works.
different.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Let's, for anybody who hasn't been down to the Detroit Shipping Company, it is built out of these shipping containers.
Correct.
There's 2 levels. There's art there, and there's a number of different places where you can go get food, and then you take them to the communal tables and you can eat there, and there's a long bar. What I did the first time that I was there is I couldn't decide, so I had like a dish from
Yes.
Yes.
each of the
That's the way
places.
to go.
Which is good for every vendor.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we live in a community. We all share everything, so which is good.
So I assume you've met all the neighbors then.
Yeah, I have. I think I have a great neighbor. The great chef is there. The Detroit Shipping Company, they have the best chef there. Yeah, Chef Max, Chef Petro, new chef are coming. 2 new chefs coming. They're all great.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that place have the best chef, and they not just open that place, but they have a long background. You know, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lively setting too, which is fun,
Yes.
and you get to see the people enjoying your food, which is nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's the difference there in the winter versus the summer now that you've been there a year?
The winter, I think the winter has been a little bit challenged, but as long as we put a good food on the table to our customer, I think they keep coming back. Yeah.
Nice.
So we have to create new dish, keep doing, the same way what you're doing, but make sure the quality is still there. Yeah.
I heard a rumor that you have a famous fan, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. 2008, when the state gave credit to all the film, industry, then Clint, I think he was the first or second came here to do a movie about my people too, the Hmong people in Gran Torino.
Right.
And he asked me to do consulting for the food in the movie. So basically, all the food in the movie that's created by me for 2 weeks. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was. I think I'm just lucky. It's a beautiful page there, sit there, and forever for my grandkids. Even I pass away, I think it's gonna be there.
Yeah, legacy.
It's a legacy. Yeah,
That's
because your
amazing.
food is there. You know?
Right. How special.
But I know. I always love food, and I always love this and that. So, 2008, when I make the food, I plan very well. Each day I make a new dish, because I want to open one. Maybe one day I open one barbecue, because the barbecue is there on the table. So I already planned. Say I will open a barbecue place. The barbecue I give to put on the table, that's from me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sign me up for
Yeah.
that.
What other styles or types of cuisine would you want to do?
You mean in the future?
Yeah. And even if we're not talking realistically, like
Yeah, but your
just
dreams.
My goal, it's a vegan place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Southeast Asian vegan place, total vegan, organic, and no salt.
Right.
Well, you've had this interest for a while, right? You've
Yes,
been consulting.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that with your healthy
Well, the
initiatives.
reason I always tour that avenue, because I feel like my people, we all use rice like morning, lunch, dinner. Rice is always a staple, right? Like bread for us every day. But somehow the old people, when they turn to 40, 50, most them, not healthy. They mostly diabetes because the carb too,
Too many
so,
carbs.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm trying to educate people. Try to teach my family. All my friends say you try to eat more brown rice, more vegetable, less salt, because sodium too, and sugar. If you do research in the that the science in food is all about fat, sugar, and salt. Those are the 3 things we have to try to avoid.
The no-nos, yes.
Yes. Why? Because fat can turn to sugar very easy. And salt tastes good, but it's not good for you too much. Sugar is even worse too, So it's hard to deal with sugar, but if you're smart enough, you find a way to replace the sugar by something else. Yeah.
Right. So I think if you make things taste good, then people want it. I think the hard part is if people think, oh, well, then it's just going to be bland and I'm not going to enjoy it.
So I use a date syrup, and a lot of people say, well, it's kind of have an aftertaste. But I think, well, date syrup is got a lot of fiber.
Right.
So it's a fruit sugar, but it's good for you. And at the same time, it's a fiber. So as long as you drink or you eat, it does help you fresh faster than just a sugar, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You've been working with hospital chefs on...
I've been consulting for a hospital. I don't want to say which one, but it's a healthcare institutional, yes, to develop some recipe, Southeast Asian recipe, very healthy for them, yes.
That's outstanding. Keep people out of the hospitals, hopefully, if you...
Yeah.
And you've been doing work with R&D, research and development, too,
yeah,
right?
I am R&D right now, too.
So what does that mean in the food
R&D
space?
is the food sciences, so it's like a lot of research. You have to understand. Yeah, you have to understand, go deeper, and the deeper you go, the more you understand, and that's how you can create something without anything but taste good.
So can you give us an example of a project that you've been working on in your
in that
R&D work?
aspect, yeah.
Yeah, so most of the project, direct by holistic doctor. So it's a very challenge for a chef working with holistic doctor.
I bet. Combining
Plant-based and a vegan, and the sodium had to be less than 120 milligrams sodium, the whole dish.
Wow.
And less than 1 gram of sugar.
Wow.
That is a challenge.
It's a challenge, but the challenge gives you more, it's help you take to the next
Absolutely.
project.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And you have your own line of things.
I have my own
right? Tell us about that.
line, e-commerce Amazon, which is I sell in Amazon, like a soup and sauce, low sodium, vegan, gluten-free, and some don't have salt in the soup, like a miso soup. This is who I am. Miso is always made from soybean. Mm-hmm. But we know soybean sometimes is not healthy for people get cancer or
if you have too
for
much.
men.
Yeah.
Yes, it's too much. So I'm trying to change the miso made from soy for chickpea.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Because the chickpea miso, it tastes the same. It's got more benefit for you. And it's more healthy, and there's no allergen there. Yeah.
Oh, and you're currently selling that on Amazon.
So I take a good gene to replace the bad one. That's how that's how you want to make a difference. Then you have to use the best ingredient. But before you create a recipe, I think you have to do a research and put the best one ingredient. Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you ever need research subjects, we're happy to be
signing
lab
up.
rats for you.
Yeah, so
I'll
if you
taste
come
it.
to the toy shipping company, you say, Genevieve, I just want 1 gram the sugar, and I don't want any salt. But I want to taste exactly like your candy beef.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Nice.
So how do people find that? Do they just type Chef Genevieve
Amazon,
Vang into Amazon?
Chef Genevieve, no, it's called Thai Feast.
Thai Feast.
Thai Feast.
Thai Feast Amazon, and it's linked you to the product.
And these are things people can use pretty easily to make their own dishes.
It's pretty easy. You just add water, and you don't need anything else.
Wow.
Even you make a pad thai, you just add water. That's all.
Oh, wow.
So ditch those ramen noodle packages
Right,
that are
yes.
99
Yes.
cents and get the Thai Feast.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, very cool. All right. Well, before you get out of here, we want to play a little game. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here's how this works. We're going to ask you for a series of rapid-fire recommendations, and just tell us the first thing that comes to mind. Starting with this, we've talked a lot about the influences on your cuisine from other places. What food or dish from Detroit is your favorite?
Pizza.
Detroit-style pizza?
Detroit style pizza. I went to Food Network, and they gave us a pizza, so I create pizza to dedicate to Detroit too. But because I love pizza, who don't like pizza? Pizza is number 1 in the United States.
I love everything.
What do you
pizza.
put on your pizza? What do you order?
Pizza, they want a Food Network. It was a blue cheese and lamb.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
But I lost because I put blue cheese instead of mozzarella.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a crowd pleaser.
Yes.
Yes,
Cheese, okay.
yes. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite ethnic food shop that you go to in the Detroit area to get ingredients?
Yes, I have a place to go get my ingredient. It's a Carlos distribution. He carry all kind of vegetable, Asian vegetable.
Oh, okay.
And the price is very good too. So he's the one have of those lemongrass, fresh chili from Florida, California, or tropical fruit.
Wow.
Yeah, Carlos.
And
Yeah.
where's that?
It's Detroit, just behind Eastern Market.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yep. What about if you have a rare day off, which is probably not often, but say it's sunny out, how would you like to spend a sunny day in Detroit? Where would you go?
Barrel.
Ah.
Yeah.
That I think is like the number one
number
answer.
one
We
answer.
get
Yeah,
that
right
all the
now
time.
it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And when I live in Detroit, we always go to Barrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
1989.
Nice.
So.
Where is your favorite place to go on a rainy day?
In a rainy day, Midano.
To where?
Midano. On drive-through.
McDonald's drive-thru.
They have a good breakfast. I love the English muffin.
You know, James Beard might listen to this podcast.
I don't know, but they have the best breakfast there. Every day I go for breakfast. Actually, I just got this morning. There's number 2, the English muffin with eggs and sausage.
There you go. See?
And
Even
all.
top chefs will go.
and salt and fat and sugar.
Wow, that's the best American food, right? Who don't love American food?
Yeah. She's not saying it's bad. It's just bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this? Do you have a favorite Detroit charity?
Yes, Detroit charity is Focus Hope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Focus Hope. Yeah.
So what do they do?
Focus Hope, I like it because they have a mini program to support small businesses too, and they can help you small business and grow the company. Maybe they pitch a company or they get a grant, and they help other people. So I think it's important to get involved too.
Yeah, they do tremendous work, a long history
so
here.
they have a lot of option there. Yeah,
Gotcha.
To get involved, it's very important. Yeah.
What is a place in Dearborn that maybe Detroiters should know and should go visit?
Dearborn Animal Shelter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Dearborn Animal Shelter. They have other location, like Greenfield Village is very nice too. But I think Dearborn Animal Shelter is a very special place to go. It's very emotional. To see those little puppy or dog in the cage. You don't want to see animal in the cage.
Yeah.
So
Are you a pet owner?
I am.
What do you have?
I have a pygmy for 14 years. So it's very sad because 14 years, that was a long time,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm a fan of animal, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have grandkids, correct?
I have 3, 2 little boy and 1 little daughter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So do you know of a place in the area that's great for a kid's birthday party?
You mean at Detroit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that the Detroit Shipping Company does a great place to do kids' birthday.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because we got the
actually.
patio outside, summertime or springtime or fall is beautiful. You don't hear the music inside. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, they have the stage and table.
Yeah, and that
So-
nice mural painted
Yes,
back
and
there. That's a
it's
great
not
idea.
too big. It's perfect for maybe 100 people or 40, 80 people. Mm-hmm. And the food is already there. So
There
I
you
think that's
go.
easy for mom to don't have to worry about everything. And if we're ready to do everything they want, we want to listen what mom looking for, and we can create something for the birthday.
All right. Well, look, Chef Genevieve Vang of Bangkok96, thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Becky.
telling your
Thank you,
story.
Seth.
It was-
Thank you to have me here. Yeah.
If people haven't been if you haven't been down to Detroit Shipping Company, you should definitely go. It's one of the hot new spots in Detroit. There's a lot of exciting things going on.
So many great foods to try, and I recommend the candied beef, which is not sweet, and the pad thai roll.
And it's all gluten-free and a lot of option, vegan and low sodium, low sugar. also allergen free. Feel free to come see us and just ask for, and we create something without any allergen you are. Yeah,
I love that.
And then you've got a dinner coming up that's going to be at Frame in Hazel
that's
Park,
correct.
right?
Yeah, it's going to be in September. We don't know the date yet, but it's going to be a Frame, and this dinner is going to base to Bangkok 96 a dinner.
Perfect.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, so,
we'll look for that, and we'll spread the word when we find out the date.
We'll share it on social media. Well, look, thank you so much for coming in. Congratulations on a fantastic year.
All the accolades,
James Beard, semi-finalist, voted Best Chef of the Year by Eat of Detroit. That's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Seth.
Yes,
Thank you,
congrats.
Becky.
Thank
you so much.
you.
All right.
All right, we're going to go get a bite to eat, but until then, Detroit's moving.
Keep up.
Yeah.
The D Brief.
Your guide to Detroit's arts and entertainment scene.